Okay, discrete or continuous. Discrete is a bunch of dots. We said we can't get from one point to the next without picking up our pen. Continuous, I can follow the graph and I don't have to pick up my pen. So this first one, I can't get from here to here without picking up my pen. So this is discrete. Okay. The domain is going to be all of our x values. When you just have a bunch of points, it might be helpful to write those points down. This is point -3, 3. This is point -1, 1. This is 1, -1. And this is 3, -3. Domain means x. So for discrete, I just list my x values out. -3, -1, 1, and 3. I put these in order from smallest to biggest. For my range, that means y. So I look at my y values, and I want to start with the smallest y. So -3, -1, 1, oops, that should be a brace, and 3. Next one, number 18. I can take my pen and follow my graph all the way to the end. So this is continuous. Okay, domain is left to right. So I want the point on the left of my graph. These coordinates are -1, 1, all the way to the point on the right of my graph, which is 3, 2. Domain is x's. So this is telling me x is between -1 and 3. That's one way to write it. Or I can say I started at -1 and I stopped at 3. Range. Range is y's. Go from the bottom to the top. So I need my bottom point, which is right here. These coordinates are 1, -3. And my top point, which is right here. It just so happens to be the same. For range, we're looking at y's. So our range went from the bottom, -3, to the top, 2. Or I can write -3 to 2. Number 19, I can trace my graph from left to right. So this is continuous. Domain, I'm focusing on left to right. So my left point has the coordinates -3, 1. My right point has the coordinates 2, -3. I'm focused on x's. So I go -3 to 2. I can write it either way. For my range, I'm focused on y's, and I go bottom to top. Bottom is down here at either one of these. They have the exact same y value. Top is up here. They have the same y value. So bottom, oops, to top, or as an interval, or as an inequality with y in the middle. Last question. We have dots that aren't connected. So this is discrete. My domain is my x values. So if I were to list out all these points, I've got 0, 4, 0, oopsies, 1, 4, 2, 4. These coordinates down here are 3, 1 and 4, 1. And then these 3 points are 5, 6, 6, 6, and 7, 6. So my domain, I'm listing my x values. Start with the smallest and make a list. 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, and 7. My range is y's. I look for my y values. I see I have a y of 4, a y of 1, and a y of 6. So smallest to biggest. I don't have to repeat them. I only have to list them one time each.